What is up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie Mel back again on my Soaphouse channel to give you guys yet another video. And today I'm going to be making a video. This could possibly be my lock anniversary date, March 1st, 2023. Today I decided to go ahead and put my hair in some 2-strand twists with the intention to see if I want to keep them and start my lock journey now. And you might be asking, like, what's the motivation behind it? One, I feel like I've always known that I wanted to get locks. I've been saying this for years, but I said that I said when I turned 40 I would start my locks. I'm not 40, but I'm just feeling like I've just really have been meditating on what's important to me. And I just recently started my son's locks. And then I just love locks on other people. I admire them. And then I had a boyfriend recently. I was retwisting his locks, and I just super just immersed myself in just everything that I love about them. Just watching YouTube videos, learning about how you can repair them, all the cool stuff that you can do with locks. Then finding lock crushes on Instagram, like girls with really pretty locks that I love, and just looking at all the styles and just really being able to picture myself in those styles. And I'm like, oh, they're so cute. But what really motivated me to go ahead and just do it today, because to be honest, I wasn't planning on doing it today, but I needed to take out my hairstyle that I had. You guys knew I had the up and down. And when I took it out, I was really irritated because I had so much shedding. And I know it's just because the girl who did my hair, I don't feel like she prioritizes healthy hair. And I feel like most people don't know how to take care of natural hair in a way that's I would take care of my own hair. And I'm really just tired of putting my hair through that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to another person who is going to manipulate my hair into ways that it's not really naturally accustomed to. And it's not even that, but it's just the fact that I love my hair so much that I rather just maintain a style that I can do myself, one. And two, I still feel like locks are very versatile. And seeing how I really love braids, I feel like most of my life I love braids and singles and stuff like that, because I feel like I can actually just get up and go. And I was meditating this morning on how am I actually not getting locks because of me saying that I changed my hair a lot, or am I not getting them because of the beauty standard, the European beauty standard that is everywhere, because I'm am I just kind of attached to the fact that if I wanted to press my hair out, I could, even though I pretty much never do. When I do get my hair pressed out, even though I have photos, I might get it pressed out, not even just to wear it straight, but maybe for a swoop style twice a year, 3 times max. And even that is a lot. I don't even blow dry my hair. And I love just my hair in its natural state. Even if I'm just putting it in buns or whatever. And I know that I always like to have my hair up for the most part, or just done in some kind of way. And I really like the fact that locks in itself is a style. And I'm excited to one day wake up and just be able to get up and go. Spritz some water and oil on my locks and keep it pushing. And there's just something so special about being able to walk out into the world as you are. Because I feel so exhausted actually by feeling every single time I get ready to take out one hairstyle, thinking about, okay, so what am I going to do next? And then not really wanting to do anything in particular. But then when I pick something, it costs $200, $300 to get your hair done, having to do the whole waiting in line and I mean, usually between the people that I go to, I usually don't have to wait. I can usually get in within a day or two. But it's just even just having to pay to just feel decent, and like just this whole needing to have someone do my hair when I know that I'm perfectly capable of doing it on my own. It's just that I'm not always up for doing, like, when I was younger, yes, like I would stay up all night and do singles and stuff like that. But the truth is, I really don't want to do that. And I'm not saying that locks take no maintenance, because I know that they do. But I just feel like it suits me. I feel like the lifestyle that I actually want in locks, they're like besties. They're like besties, because it's like at the end of the day, you know, first of all, I don't mind my hair like not being perfect. And I feel like that's one of the things that I'm really drawn to about locks, because I really like that locks don't have to be perfect. Like, some people like to have perfectly manicured locks and, you know, have the perfect parts and all that stuff, but those are not really the locks that I like. I'm more drawn to like the semi freeform locks, which is why I feel like I ended up just deciding that, you know what, I'm gonna trust myself. Like, I intentionally especially did like the front 3 rows, knowing like, you know, if I want to do a style or something like that, I don't want them to be too chunky. And I really feel like this was a really good like front grid. And then like in the middle and the back, it's a little less, like, I took more time on the front than I did on the back in the middle. But I still did a good job of like giving it sections and things like that, but just not overly, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's not even why I like locks. And all of the locks that I see that women have that I really like, I can tell that most of them started them themselves. And yeah, so I actually yesterday put a deposit down for a hair appointment that is supposed to be on the 11th, because I was gonna do like a two ponytail swoop hairstyle. But after I woke up and took out the hair from yesterday, I'm just so over it. Like, I don't want to do anything to my hair that's going to harm it. Like, you know, I'm just tired of that. I don't want to have that trade-off. Like, I hate when I do go ahead and get a style, in the last few times, not just even with this girl, but even the last few times, even getting braids, sometimes it's just not even a protective style, because I feel like my hair is being pulled out. The tension that I get from, like, you know, the edges and the uncomfortableness of like the back of my hair like being pulled so tight and having like tension bumps, and then it being itchy, and then even the hair that I just had, it was so freaking itchy. So now I'm going to talk about how I was thinking about doing lock extensions. So that's something I've come across in the last couple months, and I'm like, you know what, I might actually do lock extensions. But then I did more research, and I watched a girl, her whole journey. She basically posted videos throughout a year of her having lock extensions, and she talked about how the hair that she had gotten, which I'm sure this is not the case for everybody, because I know that you could also get human locks too, but that's like a whole nother thing. Like, one, I do to a certain extent believe in the energy of hair. So even though like maybe if I was getting a weave or something, I would be fine with doing human hair, but that's because I know that it's coming out. Like, you know, it's not like going to be attached to me. But then I saw that this girl, and I'm sure everybody's experience can be different. I'm sure that there are plenty of people who got lock extensions, who love their lock extensions, and they feel like, you know, it was the best thing for them. But then I watched this girl, and she basically talked about how like that hair was itchy, and that automatically turned me off, because I'm just like, I already know what it's like to have some itchy hair on your skin and just being uncomfortable. And it's like, this is your hair, like it's with you every day. And it's just like, no. When she said that was the first strike. Then she talked about how as the hair got longer, her hair got longer, like how just the difference between like the connector point from her hair and then the lock thickness. And then I'm like, that was just a whole nother thing, because I'm sure that if I go to a loctician, they're going to do the best that they can, and I'm sure they're so knowledgeable on, you know, what size you should get and stuff like that. But then she was talking about how some people like maybe they get locks that are thicker, lock extensions that are thicker than how their actual hair is going to end up locking. And that's something that I don't want, because that's just not it. That's not the vibe. And then I watched another girl who basically had the same she had a different experience, because the first girl, hers looked more natural, but the second girl, she had got like bigger, chunkier locks, which is something that I kind of want. Mine don't have to be super chunky, but I don't want them to be super small. But anyway, the girl, she had got like the thickness of that maybe I thought that I would want it. And then she was talking about how like the lock extensions were way thicker than how her hair, and I was just like, I just don't want that to happen to me. And the best way for that not to happen to me is for me to just do my own locks and let my hair grow. And lucky for me, I'm not starting from zero. Like, I know that my hair is probably going to shrink a little, because you know that's part of the lock process, because this is just a twist right now. So you know, it's probably going to shrink like as I wash it and as it gets wet and as it starts to like solidify as a lock. But I'm like, you know, this isn't a horrible place to start. And I feel like the true deciding factor is going to be whether, because I put a deposit down for $30 for my appointment, but I'm like, you know what, if I get to that point and I don't feel like I want to take my locks out or start over, or I'm just starting to feel like, you know, I'm fine with this, then I'm not taking them out. Ever. Ever. Okay? So, yeah. So, I guess you guys will be coming along with me on this new change as well. I've been going through a lot of changes this year. Like, I became vegan earlier in this year. Unexpectedly. Wasn't planning on that at all. And I just feel like I'm just changing as a person. And I just feel like this is something that I truly want for myself. And I also like the fact that since I'll be able to do my own hair, I'll be able to like invest in more in other things. Like, instead of needing to get my hair done, which I could also do this other stuff myself too, but if I want to just invest in like getting my brows and lashes done consistently, just, you know, frame the face and, you know, be on my I ain't trying it vibe, then I'm going to do that. Like, you know. And I don't know, I just like the idea too of my hair just being my own, because I like how my hair feels. My hair is very soft, especially when I'm taking care of it, and it's very moisturized. And you know, I just see how fast my son's hair is growing. Even I did like his first real retwist last week, because I started his off kind of in like a frizzy, like 2-strand twist, because I'm doing him in a similar way, but I ended up doing coils for the most part. But he has 2 different textures on his head, so some areas of his head I couldn't do the coil, so I had to do 2-strand twists and then just use the crochet to kind of interlock it a little bit. Not interlock it, but instant lock it. And then but now he has like a clear grid and stuff like that, so it was cool. And I just noticed how fast, like, you know, in a few months my hair it might not be completely locked, but I might be able, even with the shrinkage, I probably will start seeing like major, or at least a decent length within 6 months. And I'm like, the sooner that I get started, the sooner the better, because either way there's going to be shrinkage. So I'd rather just start now, and by the end of the year be able to look back and be like, oh, like I have locks or whatever. I don't know. It just seems like it's the right thing for me to do. So I'm going to try it out. I'm not making any promises, because if I do want to take it out, then I will. But for the most part, I just feel like this is a lifestyle that I'm headed toward. I just want to be comfortable in my skin and my hair, and I don't really care to have people doing my hair like that anymore, because I just feel like in most cases, if people are not specialized in natural hair, it's just like they don't know what to do. And I'm just tired of being disappointed. I'm tired of people yanking my hair out, people not knowing how to start from detangling from the bottom to the top. And then I don't want to always have to, you know, well, do my hair. And that's another reason why I like locks, because it's like technically I'm not gonna have to always do my hair. Yeah, I'll probably do like a retwist every like month and a half, but in between there, and because I'm fine with like how locks can look and like all the possibilities and styles that I'll be able to do, especially since I'm not getting lock extensions, because that's another reason why I didn't want to get lock extensions, because the girls were talking about how stiff they are and how they're not even able to you know, manipulate the hair to do this kind of styles that they were looking forward to. And I'm just like, I'll just grow on my own because I already have enough hair. So it's just like this just being able to do this is proof enough for me that, you know, I'm fine with, even if it's just a little bit shorter than this, I'm fine with starting here and then like building from here. Because with a few baby hairs and, you know, whatever, I feel like I'm cool. Throw on some lashes, do my brows, do a face, and it's lit. So anyways, if you guys are in the Loc community and you have any like tips for me, feel free to leave them down below. I'm definitely embracing the fact that it's going to be an individual journey for me, and that, you know, I'm going to learn along the way. So I'm going to pretty much be doing my own locks, maintaining my own locks, and I'll be back with updates, whether I keep them, which I probably will. Like, I'm 85% sure that it's just my time, you know. So as always, stay posh and stay cute. Join the channel, subscribe if you guys are interested, and I'll be back later. Bye.